Sigma females. They're the enigma wrapped in a mystery, served with a side of wit and sprinkled with a dash of independence. These ladies are the rare birds of our social ecosystem, elusive yet captivating, like the exotic quetzal bird of the tropics. They don't flock, they fly solo, soaring high in their own sky. Their independence isn't just a choice, it's their nature. They're self-reliant, thriving without the need for a pack. These are not your average birds of a feather, these are Sigma females. They have a preference for solitude, not out of fear, but because they simply enjoy their own company. It's a whole different ballgame with these ladies. And their alpha counterparts? Well, they travel in packs, they need their pride. But a Sigma, she's her own pride. In the jungle of personality types, Sigma females are the lone wolves, or should we say, lone lionesses. Now, let's talk about the alpha females. Alpha females, they're like the CEOs of the personality world, always leading, always conquering, and always, well, alpha-ing. These powerhouses are the epitome of self-confidence, assertiveness, and leadership, with a knack for steering the ship and a penchant for the spotlight. Think of them as the Wonder Women of the real world, cape optional. Their secret weapon? A natural-born ability to lead mixed with a dash of charisma and a sprinkle of determination. Alpha females thrive in social structures where their leadership skills can truly shine. They're the captains of the team, the directors of the play, the head chefs in the kitchen of life. But it's not all about being bossy. Alphas are also deeply caring and protective, always ready to swoop in and save the day. They're the queens of their castles, commanding respect and authority. But what happens when an immovable alpha meets the unstoppable Sigma? Let's find out. Picture this. An alpha and a Sigma walk into a bar. No, this isn't the start of a bad joke, but a fascinating personality face-off. Now imagine a chessboard with the alpha female as the queen, moving with power, grace, and a commanding presence. She's all about taking charge, leading the pack, and making her presence felt. She's the one who's always up for a challenge, never backing down, always standing tall. You'd think she'd easily corner our Sigma, right? Well, not quite. You see, the Sigma is not just another piece on the board. She's the player controlling the game from the shadows. She's independent, self-reliant, and doesn't need validation from the pack. In fact, she doesn't even need the pack. She's perfectly content playing solo, living life on her own terms. So when our alpha queen makes her move, expecting the Sigma to follow suit, she's left baffled. The Sigma doesn't move as expected. She doesn't fall into line or seek approval. She simply carries on with her own game, leaving the alpha in a state of surprise. You see, it's not that the alpha is weak or the Sigma is superior, it's just that they operate on different wavelengths. The alpha respects strength, and the Sigma, with her independence and self-reliance, exudes a unique kind of strength. This leads to a mutual understanding, a silent agreement of sorts. They recognize and respect each other's power without feeling the need to challenge it. It's like watching two master chess players at work. They're both skilled, both powerful, but they have different strategies, different end games. The alpha leads with power and dominance, while the Sigma prefers subtlety and solitude. They don't cross each other not because they can't, but because they choose not to. So, in the end, it's not a wrestling match, but a respectful nod from one powerful lady to another. Because when it comes to Sigma and alpha females, it's not about who's the queen, but how they rule their own kingdoms. So, what's the moral of our little personality story today? Well, let's break it down. We've dipped our toes into the intriguing world of Sigma and alpha females, and what a ride it's been. Sigma women, those enigmatic, self-sufficient lone wolves who prefer solitude over the social whirlwind. They're the silent observers who see through the superficial and value authenticity above all else. Then there's the alpha females, the undeniable pack leaders, commanding respect and attention wherever they go. They're the movers and shakers, the ones who set the pace and aren't afraid to take charge. So why don't alphas cross Sigmas? Simply put, it's like trying to mix oil and water. Their distinct strengths and unique approaches to life make it a futile endeavor. It's not about one being better than the other, but rather embracing our individuality and leveraging our unique traits. Remember, whether you're a Sigma swooping in solo, an alpha leading the pack, or something else entirely. The important thing is to rock your personality type. After all, in the game of life, we're all just trying to play our cards right.